So this is the Roger Federer play. And what's going to happen is, and actually take a step back, what Federer likes to do is he likes to go backhand to backhand. I'm going to assume I'm right-handed, so this would be a cross-court backhand to a righty's backhand. He goes topspin and slice. And the goal here is to not only manipulate his opponent's horizontal court positioning, but also the forward and back court positioning. And by doing that, he's going to elicit a ball that kind of sits up and that allows him to run around and go after, okay? So he's using his opponent's movement and changing the strike zone and the pace of the ball to give him, to kind of break his opponent's rhythm, right? And to set up a shot that he can run around and attack. You see this used effectively against a guy like Roddick, works against Djokovic as well. Djokovic likes a very standard ball with some pace on it, so when Roger mixes it up and forces Djokovic to move up and back, that's been pretty effective. Now, I am a lefty, so it's going to be reverse. We're going to assume Andre is actually a lefty as well, so it'll be a backhand-to-backhand exchange, and we're going to see how this works. Now, the goal with this exercise, let's start it off. The goal is to really be good at recognizing what ball you can hit with topspin and what ball you should go with slice. You don't just want to simply go topspin, slice like a robot. It really takes a recognition of the incoming ball and understanding what ball you can slice effectively and what ball you can go through. So let's see how this works. All right, so it's cross court. So to start, see, this is a high ball here. I'm backed up. I would roll over this thing, right? I'm just going to drive a couple of these. And then this one, it's a little lower, I would slice back. You see, Andre has to move up. I might slice this one back. Andre has to move up. Now I might push him back, okay? Back him up a little bit. So again, so this one I could slice, move him in. The goal is to give him that variety, and that's going to make it difficult for Andre to really produce a ball that I can't run around. So then I would move around one, and then the question is, where do I go with that inside out or inside in forehand? Well, what Fed likes to do is he'll run around it, and often he'll drive the ball hard at his opponent's backhand. So then he's got this big forehand going at the backhand, and he's trying to set up a shot in the middle of the court here, shorter, that he can step in and really rip. Okay, because when he comes over here and he guns it, this whole area of the court is now on the forehand. So he just has to hit a good enough shot so that his opponent can't rip it down here. His opponent's defensive. That's going to set up something in this area of the court that he can really attack. So, Andre, why don't you just feed it cross court? I'm going to drive it back to your forehand, then you can just leave it short, just a demo. So I'd run around it inside out, going back, and then close, and then I might go to the open court, except obviously make it. So let's walk through that sequence one more time. It's a setup shot here, right? I'm setting it up, and in real play, I'm gonna go a lot harder, and then I would go into the open court. All right, so let's see the whole thing in action. And yeah, Andre, let's go cross court. We're gonna see the whole thing in action. I'm gonna run around some of these. So I start up the rally. Okay, this one's a little lower. I can slice that. Then I might go around. Okay, here we go. And then I would drive it inside out. And I got the open court to work with. So that's textbook. I hit a pretty good inside out. There's a nice angle on it. So let's do that one more time to demo it. All right, push him back. This one I would drive as well because that's a tough one to slice. This one's a little lower for me. I slice him, drawing him in. Okay, I can't run around that one. He had a good shot. I can go around this one. I would drive it. Slice that one back. This one I can go around, and then he leaves me the short ball. I can come in and put it away. All right, so the question you're probably asking yourself, you're going inside out, when do I go inside in? Well, some of it has to do with your positioning over here, the horizontal. Some of it has to do with your vertical, because if you don't get a hold of it and you don't hit a good shot, then you're going to be in bad shape, as many of you already know, right? So if we're going cross court like this, we give the slice to pull them in, and then I move around. That one I can go inside in, but if I don't get it well, if I don't get a good shot, Andre can rip it over here, and then I'm in really bad shape. So it's key to have good positioning and really be able to rip it if you're going to go down the line. Then you might follow it to net, or you could stay back. So one piece I want to highlight with the positioning is when you go inside in, typically, you know, per like the straight technical sense of where you should recover, should be right here. Because you're going down the line, Andre can go over here. But if you really rip it, first of all, you're not going to have time to get over there. Second of all, you actually want to anticipate a shorter ball that you can attack, and you want to keep it on your forehand. So you might rip it and then only recover maybe to about here, the middle, anticipating something defensive cross court where you can step in and go after it, right? So you're having more of an offensive mindset because you've hit a good shot. You're exposing a part of the court you don't think they're going to be able to hit to, right? You're expecting something short, so you can attack it. Andre, I'm gonna go. Let's go backhand. Then I'm gonna run around, go inside in, and then just leave me a short ball there that I can step into cross court. All right. So I'd go cross court here, and then, all right, inside in there, and I'd be here, leaving it on my forehand, so maybe I could attack there. If I had recovered all the way over here, that now becomes a backhand, not my stronger shot. So I want to leave it. I want to modify my positioning so I can attack with my forehand. Let's see it again. Whoops, sorry. All right, so I go cross. All right, I'm anticipating. Whoops, can't go cross on that one. Cross, pull them in. All right, anticipating. There we go. Whoops, sorry. Let's do it again. So I'm going to go cross. Then I'm going to go inside in. And then rip it. That one, let's demo it one more time. I got a little wide. If I got pulled this far wide here, I was trying to demo the inside in. Over here, I'd probably go inside out because you got to close off the court. You want to reduce your opponent's ability to hit a good shot over there, get the ball over here. Where I was over there, I really got to rip it and hit a good shot if I'm going to win that point. So let's go one cross court. Leave me a forehand in the middle. All right, so there. And then here's one. Let's actually do it again because I was a little too short. So here, and I might anticipate there. Go inside in. Now I might just stay here. There we go. So I can step in and go after that, and then I would follow that one to net here. All right? So the other thing that's real important with this particular play is your ability to understand, I mentioned this earlier, the incoming ball and figure out, do I go topspin or do I go slice? Because if you're like me, some balls I can hit well with topspin, other balls maybe not so much. Some balls I can slice okay, other balls not so much. My two-handed sort of standard backhand, topspin backhand, I can hit from pretty much low, medium, high, but my slice is a lot more limited. If there's a lot of pace on the ball, I tend to struggle a little bit with the slice. If there's a high arcing trajectory ball, I don't slice it very well. If I'm taking it early, I don't slice it particularly well. So in my case, I'm going to be really picky about the type of slices I'm going to hit. Andre, why don't we go cross court? Just hit me high looping balls. I'm going to try and slice them. So this is going to be really tough for me, right? I got a hold of that one, but if Andre, just try and grind me down. That one floated a little bit. So I have to step in. If I back up, that's a tough shot for me. He's way inside. He's going to kill me here. If we were actually playing it out. See how I'm floating these? These are not effective shots. If it's a little lower, I can keep it lower. See, that one was lower because it was lower. I was able to keep it low because it was low in my strike zone. That's what happens frequently when I get a loopy ball like that and try and slice it. Really rip it at me now. Maybe loopy. That's tough for me. Loopy with some pace. That one's not good. That's floating. He'll be able to kill me there. That one, might have to edit that one out. But you can see how this is not an ideal situation for me. A lower one there, see how I keep that one low? He has to get down. But a high one here, I'm not quite as effective on. Oh, there we go. I was moving. That was a little tricky. Try ripping some forehands at me. Just try and, crush them. Here's another situation where, see, I'm blocking that. I don't have the control there. That was tough. I had to take it early. Sorry. All right, so let's see a little bit more of this sort of evaluating what shot you want to hit. We saw how I was kind of struggling with the pace and the high balls. And then just vary it up a lot. Yeah, just here with the two-hander, I can basically handle that stuff much better. The low ones, I can put some spin on. So my two-hander is a lot more reliable, I guess you could say, my two-handed topspin. Give me a loopy ball, a high loopy ball, like these ones. If it's up high, I can get through it much better than the slice. Right, I can keep Andre back. The slice was sitting a little short, so Andre could come in and attack it. It wasn't a low slice, it was a slice that sits up, right? That's the key with the slice, is if you don't keep it low, you're in bad shape. So the high ones I can't really keep low. I can keep lower balls low with my slice, but with the high balls, it's better. A couple more high balls. It's better for me to drive these because I can hold Andre back a little bit deeper, right? So I think that was close, might have been slightly deep. I can loop him back. So again, it's about recognition. So I would recommend when you're developing this play, get your buddy to hit you some loopy balls, see what you can handle, figure out the strike zone, figure out your ability to handle the trajectory, whether you have to step in or back up. But the efficacy of this play is very much based on your awareness of what you can handle based on what your opponent has hit you. Okay, so we have switched sides real quick because I want to show you from the back perspective how Andre is moving forward and back and not just laterally. So you can really see how I'm manipulating his vertical court positioning and how that allows me to elicit a ball I can move around and attack. So we're just going to rally. I'm going to go topspin, slice, and we'll see how Andre moves up and back. All right.